In this session we're going to have a look at zipping and unzipping files and folders within DocHaven. Now, DocHaven automatically zip compresses and uncompresses projects automatically whenever it sends them up to the cloud or brings them down from the cloud. That way they're typically half or even half the size or even smaller, and so it's faster to send them up and down. It also takes up less quota on the server and just makes the networks act more reliably. So the question may be, well, why on earth do we need, if it's done automatically, why do we need the zipping capability here? Well, the reason is that you might need it if you have archived a project and you don't necessarily want to unarchive it, or if you've exported some projects and got them in compressed format and you want to uncompress them. You may then well ask, well, I already have a zipping program. There are plenty of free zipping and unzipping programs for all platforms. Why on earth would I want to use the capability within here? And in most circumstances you're absolutely right. You can use other tools to zip because it is standard zip format. There's only one exception, and that is that older Macintosh files that are stored with the things called resource forks back in the olden days, they're stored in a format called Mac binary, and most zipping and unzipping programs won't expand the Mac binary data within there. So most of the time you probably could go off and use another package, especially if all it is Office documents and PDFs and things like that you're zipping and unzipping, because it's just not an issue for them. It's only for the old classic programs. So if you did want to unzip or to zip or unzip a file or folder within DocHaven, how do you do it? And this is how you do it down here. You come under the Manage menu, you can choose Zip. In this case we're going to zip a folder worth of items, so let's go Zip Folder. Then what I'm going to do is have a look into this HMS folder, choose this one, DNCC, choose that, and now it will have zip compressed that file in the background. So if we look in here, there you go, there's the original folder and here's its zipped contents. If I hold down the space bar, there we go, we can see the sort of files that are in there. Okay, let me just drag it out so it's not in the same place. Try that again. Drag it out onto the desktop, so that we can now perform the other function, which is to unzip. So we've now got the copy of the file out on the desktop. I'll choose unzip a file. If you chose unzip a folder, that would be a folder full of zipped files. So if you'd exported or archived hundreds of different projects, what it would do is you give it the folder with all of those compressed zips in there, and it'll go through one after the other, unzipping them and leaving them in the same place. In this case we've just got one file, so I'm going to unzip a file. I'll choose that one we just put on the desktop, go open, and there you go. There it is in an unzipped format, and it's actually removed the original zip version of the file. So if you did want to keep the original zip version, make sure you make a copy of the zip version first before you then go and unzip it. Well, or alternatively you can go back in and just zip that particular file or folder again. Now I don't need that anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. So that is how to use the zipping and unzipping capability built within each of the Office Haven cloud projects. Okay, thank you very much.